This week, we're going to tackle another highly neglected space in my home. It's the insides of my kitchen cupboards and drawers, and they haven't been cleaned or organized in about 12 months. So yeah, my kitchen really needs this. I have too much stuff in too little space, so I'm going to change that by cleaning, purging, and organizing all of the cupboards and drawers in my kitchen, and I'm going to give them a great wipe down while I'm at it. When you're finished watching this video, you should totally head over to cleanmyspace.com, where you'll find an exclusive video showing you the dirtiest place in my kitchen and how to clean it. While you're there, you can also join the Clean My Space community, and I'll put links in the description box. So if you're watching on your phone or tablet, head down there to tap when we're all done here. All right, folks, let's get to it. The first thing we're going to do is put some music on, because everything is better with music. Next, we're going to clear everything from the kitchen counter. We need a place to put the contents of each cupboard, so a clear counter or kitchen table is a requirement for this job. For the cleaning part of today's job, we're going to have 2 or 3 microfiber cloths handy, and of course, some all-purpose spray. It's also a good idea to have a step stool on hand to reach those top shelves. The first cupboard I'm going to tackle is the cupboard where we keep all of our plates, our bowls, and a few other miscellaneous items. So let's clear out all of the cupboard contents. And we're going to use a handheld vacuum to suck up all of the bric-a-brac that has been left behind. A vacuum like this is a huge help for the job. Check the description box for more details. Next, we'll spray the shelves and doors with our all-purpose spray and give everything a good wipe down. I'm even cleaning the hinges here. If you use shelf liners like I do, to clean them, just wipe them and then replace them. And then we'll replace all of the dishes back into the cupboard, remembering to put the more popular items on the lower shelf and the lesser used items up top. Finally, we'll give the outside of the cupboards a quick wipe. Cupboard number 2 consists mostly of canned food, and we'll start out the same way we did with cupboard number 1, clearing out the cupboard completely. Now, because this is a food cupboard, I noticed quite a few spills and messes over the shelves. So we're going to use some simple baking soda to combat those. First, spray your cupboards down with the all-purpose cleaner, and then sprinkle some baking soda on and scrub your mess away using a scouring pad. Once that's done, wipe it clean with your microfiber cloths, and you'll see no stains left behind. We'll also wipe down both sides of the door. And now for a very important job. We're going to go through all food items and ensure that nothing has expired. We're also going to look for items that are still good, but have sat in the cupboard serving no real purpose. Remember, you only need about a week's worth of food in your cupboard. Storing food until it expires is wasteful. So anything that hasn't expired and just sits in your cupboard, just gets donated. Once that's done, everything else gets put back into the cupboard. You can group similar items so that they're easier to find, and there's a bunch of cool storage solutions like this little stacker I found. You can find links to some of these in the description below. Cupboard number 3 is my secret microfiber cloth stash, and also where we keep our tea towels and other cloths and rags. This one will be pretty straightforward. Everything comes out, we'll vacuum, spray and wipe, and then we'll neatly refold all of the cloths and place them back into the cupboard. Easy peasy. This cupboard is where we keep teas and coffee and cocoa and a few other odds and ends. This cupboard is right above our coffee maker and the kettle, so it's handy to keep all of our hot beverage related items here. Once again, we'll vacuum, spray and wipe, and then everything gets put back in a neat and orderly fashion. I'm also checking expiry dates as I do this. Cupboard number 5 contains all of our drinking vessels, mugs and glasses and whatnot. I think you know by now what we're going to be doing in this cupboard, taking everything out, vacuuming, spraying, wiping, and then replacing the glasses, cups, and mugs back in there. But we are going to rid ourselves of any items we just don't use anymore. I had about a half dozen mugs which I just don't use, so we'll be donating those. Cupboard number 6 also contains food, mostly Chad's food, based on the size of this Nutella jar. Same thing as cupboard number 2. Clear it out, vacuum and wipe it down, donate expired items, toss anything you don't eat anymore, and then place everything back in a neat, orderly fashion. I can't remember the last time I opened cupboard number 7. I can only reach it with a step stool, and it really only contains some plastic cutlery, napkins, some Hanukkah candles. It also contains a really old soft taco kit. More on that at the end of this video. Cupboard number 8 is probably the mother of all jobs for cupboards. This is where we keep cleaning supplies and garbage bags and garbage and cat food and a whole bunch of other stuff. This cupboard is also disgustingly dirty. Yeah, even in my house. So I'll break out the scouring pad again. I'm using some Barkeeper's Friend, and I'll give the bottom of this cupboard a really good scrubbing. Then I'll vacuum and wipe and put everything back in there, aside from the items that I don't need anymore. Again, the more popular items will reside nearest to the front of the cupboard, with the back of the cupboard being reserved for the less popular items. Cupboard number 9, and we're almost done. This small cupboard is where we keep our pots and pans and a few other cooking items, and by the way, this cupboard makes me crazy. I'm sure you know by now we'll remove all of the stuff, vacuum, spray, wipe clean, and then put everything back. And one of these days, I'm gonna figure out a way to organize this darn thing. Cupboard number 10 is the final cupboard and only contains paper towels, so this one's a pretty quick one. And now we'll tackle our kitchen drawers. It's pretty much the same procedure with the cupboards. We're gonna empty everything from the drawer and then vacuum it out, spray and wipe, and then place everything back in the drawer. As you can see, I'm also using this as an opportunity to get rid of some excess cutlery, which is clogging up my already micro drawer. If it's a piece of cutlery we haven't used in 6 months, it's being donated to free up some much needed space. The second drawer would classify, I guess, as our junk drawer. It's full of miscellaneous kitchen tools, so here's a handy tip to figure out what needs to stay and what needs to go. Place a bin on your countertop and place all of your junk drawer items in that bin. Over the next 3 months, you'll take any item that you need out of the bin, use it, and then place that item back in your drawer. At the end of 3 months, anything that's left in the bin is stuff you probably don't need anymore. We'll round out this set of drawers by tackling the third and fourth drawer, which contain my saran wrap tin foil and also our containers. Now, I had to take a seat. That was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. It took me about 3 hours to go through our entire kitchen, and our house is just under 2,000 square feet, so you can use that as sort of a baseline for when you're going through and doing this. I know it's a lot of work, but if you keep your eye on the prize, you will have a clean and organized kitchen that feels so much more manageable and easy to work in throughout the year. Honestly, the amount of space that I've freed up and the amount of stuff that I'm getting rid of feels great. And it's also a great reminder, and we talked about this in the bathroom cleaning video, that when you're out and you're purchasing something, whether it's a food item or a utensil or a small appliance, it will really remind you of, do I want to buy this and figure out where to store it, or is it unnecessary and can I do without it? Quick funny story about Chad and Melissa. When Chad and I first started dating, he lived somewhere in the city of Toronto. And when I went to his house, I found this box of taco, what do you call it? Taco mix? A taco kit?
A soft taco.
A soft taco kit in his cupboard. And then he moved to another place, and I opened the cupboards one day and there it was again. Clearly he hadn't eaten it. And then he moved into another place and the stupid soft taco kit was there again. This thing is so ancient, but here it is, and now it's kind of a joke, and we just keep it in a cupboard in our house as kind of a reminder to not store crap, and we laugh at it every time we see it. So I want to know, what is the longest standing, oldest, grossest thing that you have in your kitchen cupboard? Let me know what it is by dropping a comment down below. I love reading your comments and I always get a kick out of them. Also, be sure to check out that bonus video showing you the dirtiest place in my kitchen, available exclusively at cleanmyspace.com. There's also a whole bunch of other cool cleaning content there. Links are in the description box below for you to click or tap. There's a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you like this video. And if you want to catch more of our great cleaning videos, click the 10-year-old taco kit to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.